Hello. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about some constructive feedback that I received this past week and just about constructive feedback in general and my desire to hopefully receive more of it by asking for more of it and hopefully having it further clarify some areas of weakness or areas that I can improve upon. So, this past week, I received a bit of constructive feedback from one of my group members for a strategy project. And I had done a resource based value chain sort of framework breakdown for Tesla, which is the company that we had chosen to work on. And because I was on a time crunch, I didn't really fill it out as much as I wanted to. And this was just for a group meeting, so it was internal. And one of my team members mentioned that I could, further develop it. And I totally agreed as well, but that was just one piece of constructive feedback that I received. And then I went on and asked one of my friends if he would be willing to share some constructive feedback with me. And we actually worked together on the York Consulting Group as well. So he knows like my working style, and I figured that he'd be a good person to ask. And it was actually something somewhat related because he had mentioned that, like many people, I probably could improve on my time management skills, which is something that I absolutely agree that would completely make a lot of difference. And one other thing that happened this week, which is, I'm not really happy about, but I received some of my midterm results back and they didn't really go as well as I'd expected or hoped at least. And time management is definitely something that affected that. And it's just becoming clearer and clearer to me that this is something that I really need to work on. So yeah, that's definitely a silver lining that came out of doing this constructive feedback project. And I also want to mention that there's absolutely a part of me that flares up with defense when I do hear constructive feedback and or criticism. And this is, something within me that I would prefer not to have, but it is the way it is. So some of those tools in the articles were really helpful in trying to breathe and mindfully kind of observe why someone might perceive me as such and how I might be, behaving in a certain way and perhaps sabotaging myself. So those were some of my insights from this week's challenge. So thank you for having us complete it.